Today we're diving into the stories surrounding disappearances in the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains are located in the northeastern United States, a region that has been known for centuries for its mysterious and unsettling legends. But it's not just stories. Official park reports, police records, ranger service documents, and news articles have also documented a number of suspicious disappearances. When looking at the timeline of people going missing in the Appalachian Mountains, a pattern seems to emerge. Several disappearances occur within short periods of time, followed by long stretches. Many of the missing individuals have never been found, so what happened to them remains a matter of speculation. However, the fact that these disappearances often occur in extremely isolated parts of the mountain range has led some people to question whether every case can be explained by natural causes alone. The first disappearance we will examine took place in 1946 when 18-year-old Paula Weldon never returned home after going for a hike on the Long Trail near Bennington. And Weldon was reportedly seen by a group of hikers late in the afternoon and was never seen again. She was carrying very little equipment and had nothing that could adequately protect her from the cold temperatures that night. One possibility is that she became lost after dark and succumbed to the elements. What makes the case particularly strange is that during the investigation, police questioned a local lumberjack who made several suspicious statements. He allegedly claimed that he knew where Paula had been buried. Despite these remarks, investigators were unable to find any evidence linking him to Paula Weldon's disappearance, and the case eventually went cold. In the area known as the Bennington Triangle, where Paula disappeared, several other people also vanished during the same period. Their ages ranged from 8 to 74 years old. One of them was eventually found, but under circumstances that many considered suspicious. Almost 20 years later, a 6-year-old boy disappeared while on a camping trip in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. His father lost sight of him for only a brief moment, and he was never seen again despite massive search efforts involving hundreds of people. While it could have been a tragic accident, it remains unusual that no trace of the boy was ever found. A 6-year-old child would not have been able to travel a great distance in the few minutes he was out of sight. Some witnesses claimed they saw a man walking through the area carrying something over his shoulder, but it was never determined whether that object was actually the missing boy. Was he abducted, or could he have been taken by a wild animal? What do you think? Less than a year later, Jeffrey Haig disappeared in the same region. He was also a minor, but unlike the previous case, his body and belongings were eventually recovered. What stood out to investigators was that some of his belongings appeared to have been placed in locations where Jeffrey himself was unlikely to have left them. Several years later, a teenage girl disappeared in the same area while hiking with a school group in the park. She decided to walk back to the parking lot on her own and was never seen again. Her disappearance is considered one of the park's most mysterious cases because witnesses reported that she suddenly sped up and left the trail shortly before vanishing. Although her classmates did not report seeing any strange people or creatures in the area, it is possible that she saw something herself and felt frightened enough to leave the trail. No trace of her has ever been found. Following her disappearance, additional people went missing in the national park, particularly women. While the Appalachian Mountains are famous for stories about unusually large creatures, sometimes even described as monsters, living deep within the forest, it is important to approach these stories critically and remember that the wilderness is also home to bears, mountain lions, and other dangerous animals. Even today, people continue to disappear in the Appalachian Mountains. In 2026 alone, multiple individuals have been reported missing in the region and have not yet been located. Although the mountain range covers an enormous area and contains many natural and explainable dangers, there's another aspect that often appears in discussions surrounding these disappearances. The region is famous for reports of strange creatures that allegedly emerge from the woods or suddenly appear along remote forest trails, and those creatures are exactly what we'll be exploring in the next video.